Seahawks. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, to keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points? Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua, give it to Achane. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Third down, 3 to go.
All right, come on.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here comes the 3rd-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain. And in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hey, 21 cheers.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And what stands out the most about Murphy, Mike, is just his ability to play with leverage. He's quick, he can disrupt, and he is so good against those double teams. 5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss his last year in college, both career highs. I think he's a young defensive player that has a chance to be really good at the NFL level.
On first down, Tagovailoa will find Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw is Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll run with Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devon Achane Touchdown, Dolphins. That his first touchdown of the new year. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
There we go, Simone.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Smith. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8.
There we go. Hold. Check 58. Hold.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the pistol, Smith. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Here's Tungo Bailoa. He'll get this out quickly to Hill.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll work this out to the 23. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle.
They're right here.
3rd and long.
21G, 21G. 20, TX. Come on, high. Out.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He'll air it out down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey. Snowball, snowball. Hey, look. Strike. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
What's up?
On 2nd down, it's Gino. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Tua now on 1st down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zone.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Here's Jake Bailey now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Gino. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Smith. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
44, ready.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
2nd and 7. Gray brought in motion. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Now Walker. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Dolphins 6.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Third and 5.
Hey, we go, Simone!
Motion man is Hyatt. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll work forward for a couple. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle. Off play action, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man, it's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
21G, 21G.
Now a first down throw for Tua. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Tua. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try to run it here with Mostert. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun, here's Tua. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Hill brought in motion. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He is in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. This is intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Hey, trio left. Ready.
Play action now. It's Gino. He connects with Gray on that one. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no run back here. It's a touchback, but with the new rule in effect, with the ball bouncing in the landing zone, they'll start this drive at their own 20. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Tua. Taking off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
To throw is Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's 2. That one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Slot man in motion right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
At the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Middle. Line.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch.
And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4th for the season. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a 4th quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Hey, come up, too. Come up. Go to the left side.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a screen set up for Achane. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Come up, too. Now it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing again, it's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
13 next. There we go, sit down.
Gray brought in motion. Smith from the gun on third down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Two and out on first down. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
From the pistol, Smith. He's going to air this one out. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Hey, here we go, hey.
On third down, they go with Walker.
Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Tua gonna throw. We'll find Mostert out of the backfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Ready, shot.
Here's Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
All right, come on.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's got it at the 7. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Miami.
Here's Achane. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. For the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was their defense that led the way, forced 4 turnovers in the game. That is hard to overcome historically for any team. And held true again here today as those takeaways paved the way to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.